Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, March 4th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is the cosmos mirrors my revelation. And today we're moving past the revolution into the evolution revelation. I love this series, the 3, 4, 5 series of numerology, the 3 where we expand and then we find like we hit this place, and that place that we hit, that needs that evolution revolution, that needs us to shift. And then we work through some of those triggers, some of those things that are causing us to shift, and suddenly the revelations come. And I think revelation days are always a time for gratitude. Gratitude's kind of a reoccurring theme through the astro today. So pay attention to where you can bring gratitude into your day. We have the sun connecting to the moon to begin the day. The sun in Pisces connecting to the moon in Capricorn at 14 degrees. So that's that 5 energy, that revelation. So we start off with revelations, and these are going to come up through your feelings, through how you notice you're showing up. It also can come in via spiritual messenger. So really pay attention. If you can begin your day by silence, that'll really help, because there is some shift going on today. We then have the moon meeting up with Pluto, conjunct Pluto, and then squaring Uranus. So the square shows us some more resistance to that change, but Pluto's like, we're moving through this. We gotta shift. And this is happening. Pluto has just shifted to 17 degrees, so that's an 8. And that is encouraging us to show up for our shift. 8 is the degree of responsibility. How are you showing up for your life? And Capricorn really takes us into our life, what we're doing in the world. And if you don't like what you're doing in the world, this is an opportunity to shift it. It's also an opportunity to recognize your own personal responsibility and how you're showing up, and to step up and take ownership, because the world is not ever happening to you. It is evolving with you. And the cosmos will mirror that revelation for you today if you allow that to come through. That square with Uranus is sure to shift you a little bit more, because that square is also working still at Uranus energy, at least, is still working with, Jupiter in Virgo, and Venus. It's not quite exact anymore, but Venus in Aquarius. So there's all this energy that's out here that's wanting to come in and work with us to help us shift. 18 degrees, it's a 9. It's about taking action. So if you first can show up and take responsibility for where you're at and be like, here I am, this has been based on my responses, I don't like where I'm at, I'm going to shift my response. I'm going to shift my response to what's showing up. Then you can take action in a new way. And the moon is going to connect to Jupiter at 18 degrees, helping us take action another way. It also will help us tune in. What is going on in my body? What is this? Is this a yum? Is it a yuck? Is this tuning me in to my passion energy? Because that's another big thing that's happening today, is passion energy. Mars is at 29 degrees, and 29 degrees is that final degree in Scorpio. Our passions, our desires are rising to the surface. But today is so interesting with it. So interesting. I'm totally experiencing this. I get it. Mercury finishing up in Aquarius at 29 degrees, again, that final degree, that master degree, is bringing some mind games into it. So you have this passion, you have this desire, and your body's like, all signals go, let's do this, let's move in this direction. Meanwhile, your mind is like creating stories, bringing up old stuff, and it's good to recognize what your mind is saying, because it has a good point sometimes. But you also have to recognize that the mind can create anything. The mind is like super genius, making up stories all the time. So pay attention to the stories that your mind's creating, but then shift even deeper in. This is not the center of you. Shift even deeper into the center of you and feel in and through what's really going on within here, because that will tell you everything that you need to know. Mercury and Mars are shifting signs tomorrow. Mercury is moving into Pisces, and Mars is moving into Sagittarius. So there's really good energy and lessons today in these final degrees. I also think with Mercury at 29 degrees, it's really important to be aware of how you're communicating. And I always like the 3 gates lesson. Is it kind? Is it true? Is it necessary? So really pay attention to your communications. And go back to gratitude, because there's so much creation right now, and we're in so much shift right now as this eclipse energy comes up. So be grateful for what has shown up on your path, part of that responsibility stuff. Be grateful for what has shown up, because it's brought you here, and it's brought you the lessons that you need to know. And then take it another level, excuse me, into where you want to go next. And I'm going to do my Rumi poem right now first, because it's so perfect with this. I opened right up to it, and I was like, yes, Rumi, yes. Rub your eyes and look again at love with love, because everything is love. So, that being said, the first 2 cards I pulled were flowering and celebration, upside down. And this doesn't mean you can't get here, but you may start the day with that heavy moon in Capricorn energy that's like, I have all these things that I want to do, I'm not there yet. You may feel that, and that may not feel as good as you want. But you can move through that by releasing, dropped one of my cards, releasing the energy of compromise. Where are you showing up that's not true to you anymore? And letting go of control. That is one of the biggest things that Capricorn energy is shifting with Pluto and Capricorn, is releasing that illusion of control. I dropped my final cards. I have to grab that. And finally, we end up with success. If you can move through the control and move through any area that you're compromising yourself. You're compromising because your mind's like, yes, that's safe, that should be good. And meanwhile, your body's like, but I feel a yes with that. I feel a yum. You can move through that. And then you get to this place where flowering and celebration happen, and you can have a really fun Friday night. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.